Shams, Anthony Slater, and Marcus Thompson reported on The Athletic that Draymond Green is potentially facing internal discipline after an altercation with Jordan Poole. It is reported that the two players were chest to chest, pushing each other, until Draymond escalated the situation by forcefully striking Poole, and Draymond needed to be separated swiftly. The article also stated that the Warriors' leadership believes that a line was crossed by Draymond, and the reporters believe that a punishment will be coming shortly. As soon as I saw this news, I thought back to the verbal altercation that Draymond got into with KD. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but the talk going into that season is that if KD re-signed with the Warriors, that Draymond would either have to sign elsewhere or sign at a discount with the Warriors. And you can see that Andrew Sharp wrote an article in SI predicting that KD would stay and Draymond would leave in 2018. And as a reminder, this was before the altercation with KD happened. And Draymond got fed up with KD seeming like he didn't want to stay with the Warriors, since it affected his money too. Draymond understood that KD was a far superior player, so he knew that his contract was reliant on whether KD would stay. So Draymond felt threatened that he wasn't going to get the money he wanted, or he was going to have to go elsewhere for that money, and he lashed out his frustration on KD, who he thought the source of this problem was, and had a verbal altercation with him in that game versus the Clippers. 4 years later, Draymond feels threatened again. And now Draymond has gotten into another altercation, and I believe it's because of his money as well again. The Warriors are going to be in a roster crunch due to the luxury tax very soon. And there have been games already been played in the media on both sides. It has been reported that Draymond wants a 4-year, $138 million max contract extension. And on the other side, the Warriors have been very public about keeping Jordan Poole and not wanting to let a young, homegrown talent leave them. So now, lo and behold, Draymond gets into an altercation with JP, just like he got into an altercation with KD. And now Chris Haynes is reporting that Draymond was apologetic, but that there was a build-up to this altercation since teammates were noticing a change in Jordan Poole's behavior throughout camp, because Poole is close to getting a huge contract extension. And with how NBA reporting works, I'm guessing that this was leaked from Draymond's clutch cam. How Poole has been acting might have struck a bigger chord with Draymond because he understands that Poole's money will either cut into his own money or will make him leave elsewhere to get the money. The Warriors leadership needs to handle this correctly. Jordan Poole is the future star of this franchise and has a contract extension deadline in 12 days, on October 17th. They want to get a deal done and lock him down so he does not touch restricted free agency. But also, Draymond can be a free agent at the end of the year if he declines his player option. And Draymond expressed his frustration with how the Warriors handled the KD altercation during a Bleacher Report video in which Draymond and KD discussed the situation. Draymond said he didn't like how the Warriors were trying to force him to apologize, and he said he laughed at Bob Myers when they suspended him for a game. And you can definitely argue that punching someone or striking someone is definitely worse than just getting into a verbal altercation with them on the bench like Draymond did with KD. And if Draymond got suspended one game for a verbal altercation, it seems like Draymond might be suspended for a game for a physical altercation. However, this would be a big mistake for the Warriors to suspend Draymond for a game, because this one game would be ring night for the Warriors. That is something that Draymond would cherish and is a special moment for most NBA players. This is something that could tip Draymond over the edge. And next season, there are a lot more teams with cap space than there was this year, including the Los Angeles Lakers, and we all know Draymond's clutch ties and how highly he speaks of LeBron lately. And I think Jordan Poole will be just fine. He is young, brash, and overconfident. He is not sensitive like KD was. And scrolling through Twitter, I can see that Jordan Poole was even working out after the practice and after the skirmish on Jason Dumas' Twitter. In his tweet, Jason said that Jordan Poole was just getting up shots like normal and was even laughing and seemed like he was in good spirits. So Jordan Poole seems to be just fine. I think a good happy medium, since Jordan Poole seems just fine, is suspending Draymond for a preseason game. Draymond doesn't really need to play in these preseason games, and it seems like the Warriors would be giving him a punishment, but not really affecting and doing anything to piss him off too much. Thank you all for listening. Comment down below what you think about this situation. Is Draymond out of hand again? Is Jordan Poole's ego too big? Let me know what you think, and have a nice day.